Hello guys! Welcome back to my vlog. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. Today we are going to talk about another episode and this is to avoid refusal. Ibig sabihin, it doesn't mean not accepted, which means na refuse yung application mo. Ano ang gagawin mo para hindi ma-refuse ang application mo at para hindi ka dumating sa point na yon? Panoorin hanggang dulo. Well, thank you so much for everybody who subscribed into my channel. At kung hindi pa, mag-subscribe na kayo. In my channel, we talk about anything about immigration, updates, relatable topics to those Filipinos who live here in Canada at any other inspiring stories ng ating mga kababayan. Okay? So going back to our topic, we are talking about refusals. Ano nga ba ibig sabihin yan at kung bakit nare-refuse ang mga application and what this means, why this matter, and here, good news, nakatanggap ka ng email. You were invited to apply. May invitation letter ka. Parang sa isang birthday party, naka-receive ka ng invitation letter. And sabi dun sa invitation letter mo, you have to come in a formal attire. Pero, dumating ka dun sa venue ng venue ng isang birthday party na hindi naka-formal attire. So, ngayon, ano mangyayari sa'yo? Mare-refuse ka. Hindi ka makakapasok. Hindi ka makakakain ng masarap na pagkain. At hindi ka makakapag-picture. Walang ebidensya na nakapunta ka. That means refused. Okay? So, which means invitation to apply or ITA doesn't mean you're in. Okay? You are already inside the party. You are already, you can already apply for a work permit. You can already see Canada. Not yet. Okay? If you got the invitation to apply, hindi ka pa winner. Okay? Unfortunately. Well, congratulations definitely. You got an ITA. But that doesn't mean that you are already accepted or approved. Okay? You still need to submit your documents within 20 to 60 days. And if kulang, ay sus. Sinayang mo yung panahon mo, refused. Okay? So imagine, umiiyak ka sa isang immigration officer. Yung pala, hindi pala, na-refuse kasi hindi nila mabasa yung mga documents mo. Diba? Ang hirap ng ganun. So, wag na tayong dumating sa refusal point. Okay? So, dito iisa-isahin natin yung mga bagay na dapat mong gawin para hindi ka ma-refuse. So, the first one, for provincial nominee program, you have to make sure that your language test has not expired. Obvious ba? Parang gatas yan, di ba? Parang gatas. Hindi mo pa iinumin ang anak mo kung ng expired na gatas. Syempre, hindi. You have to make sure that your IELTS or your language test is within the validity period. And normally, the validity period of a language test is 2 years from the date that you got the examination or the approval or the certificate itself. For me, I got my CELPIP November 1st hindi pala November 1st. Ano yun? Halloween pala yun. Hindi. November 10 of 2024. So, oo nga no. Malapit na siya ma-expire. So, I'm manifesting that even before it expires, makakuha na kami ng provincial nomination so that yun ang isasubmit ko. Again, these are, and it should be valid, of course. Hindi lang basta-basta language test, okay? Hindi lang basta-basta kung kung saang English testing center nyo kinuha. It must be CELPIP, IELTS General. These are the English, and for French, it should be the PTE, TEF, or TCF Canada. And again, kung expired na yan, kahit gaano pa kaganda yung score mo dyan, pero expired na yan, hindi na pwede. Hindi na tatanggapin. The next one is educational proof, which means na, do you have your diploma? Do you have your transcript ready? And if you graduated outside the country or Canada, then you need ECA. So, Educational Credential Assessment. There are different bodies where you can get ECA. Marami yan. Okay? So, you just have to make sure that you have a clear copies of your credentials, official transcripts, and if you're still waiting for your diploma, then you have to request for a certificate of completion. Okay? Pero syempre, kung wala ka niyan, and if you stated on your application that you graduated on this college or in this university, tapos wala pala, then, of course, refusal ang matatanggap mo dyan. The next thing that you have to prepare, the next thing that you have to prepare is the job offer or the employer documents. So these are the signed job offer with company letterhead, contract with details, which means na nakalagay dapat yung salary nyo dyan, nakalagay yung job description, nakalagay kung how many hours you're going to work per week, OT pay, leave, benefits, all these type. Okay? Company proof, which means that they should have their business registration and payroll information. Okay? Kung paano nila kini-carry out yung payroll nila. And if you're already working in that company, then you may or you can also submit T4. Okay? Pero again, kung fake letter yan, wag mo na subukan. Okay? Mahirap mapatungan or mapatawan ng misrepresentation dito sa Canada. Napakadami mong years na masasayang kung gagawin mo yan. So don't attempt. Okay? Don't attempt to send fake documents. And the next one is work experience. You must have employer reference letters. That includes sometimes duties, salary, and hours, pay slips and bank deposits, tax documents, and resume outlining clearly your roles when you were with them. And also there are some pathways wherein you are being requested to show proof of funds. So hindi mo kailangan bilangin or picturean yung milyon-milyon mong halaga. Kailangan nasa bangko yan. Okay? You must request for a bank letter with balances. Hindi lang basta-basta bank letter. Okay? Nag-submit ka ng bank letter pero hindi naman pala enough. May 1,000 ka lang. May 1,000 pesos ka lang. Hindi pwede yan. You have to make sure that the proof of funds is suffice the requirements that they need dun sa IRCC. You can always check the IRCC website or yung Provincial Nominee Program website ng bawat isang province in order for you to check how much proof of funds do you need or you must have in your bank account para ma-approve ka. Okay? Kasi depende yan. Depende yung halaga. Minsan mas mataas yung sa express entry, minsan mababa, or minsan mas mababa yung nasa provincial nominee program. Okay? So, check the website. And other assets, if eligible. Okay? Other assets like your business, your car, and everything. Okay? Again, everything, all of the information that I'm telling you right now, you can always verify or recheck on the IRCC website. Okay? So, the next one is your intent to reside. Hindi pwede yung, I'll decide later. Okay? So, the good evidence, you must have a work or employability proof. You have lease property details, correspondence with landlords, emails with employers or realtors, school or daycare planning. Okay? At kung hindi convincing, then unfortunately, no magiging sagot sa'yo. So, probably, these are the settlement letter or settlement guarantee, just to make sure that you are going to stay on that province or on that city or in that particular location that you have chosen. Okay? And just bonus tips. So make sure that you have notarized translation for foreign documents. If it's not in English or French, if it's in other languages like Tagalog or kung ano-ano pa, then you have to hire a legitimate or an authorized translation company who can translate your documents into English or French. You must also have a police certificate for 6 months residence, licensing accreditation. For example, you need to have your license for each province. For example, dito sa ECE, you must have your own license certificate. You must have your own you must be licensed as an early childhood educator here in British Columbia para ka manominate into the child care category. So, parang ganyan. Para sa mga skilled trades naman, as far as I know, they should have the Red Seal certificate para dun sa mga skilled trades. And valid immigration status. Okay? For example, you must have your own maintained status, you have work permit, and other type of status. Hindi ka TNT. And paalala ko lang, I cannot guarantee the approval of your application, but this video lessen your chances of being refused. Okay? Kung pinaprepare mo yung mga right documents for your application, then leave it to God. Kung alam mo naman talagang tama lahat ng application mo, and I'm going to pray for you, we are going to manifest that everything goes well according to God's perfect plan and timing. Okay? So, yun lang. Sana may natutunan kayo sa video na to. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Lumalakad ang email address ko dyan. If you have any inspiring stories or questions, feel free to send me an email. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Till next time, bye-bye.